The first Omicron case has been detected in the U.S. First of all, Omicron. We gotta use better words for these things. We can't make them sound like Transformers. You don't want it to sound that threatening, do ya? I mean, yeah. Well, mainstream media's whole thing is making this thing the scariest thing possible. Just the worst. You name it Omicron, you win. CNN, MSNBC, you win. You win. It's super scary. Put the death toll up, baby. It's scarier. What they should do is not only the death toll on the side of the screen, they should also have constant fight scenes between Transformers. Just playing in the side as well, right underneath the death toll on the screen. Yeah, why not? That's pretty much what they want us to think. This is the Omicron. And sure enough, the first case, it's in California, San Francisco. San Francisco. Damn, I wonder what the media reaction would have been if the first case was, I don't know, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Ooh, they would have been so mad. Miami, Florida. Oh my God. They would flip. They'd be like, those sons of bitches, they didn't get vaxxed. And now they got the Omicron. First case in the United States. Yeah, that would not have been good. They would have just sunk their teeth in deeper. Let's listen to this. Prompting Biden administration officials to renew their urgent calls for Americans to get fully vaccinated and, if eligible, a booster shot. Okay. So this is making you want to renew the urgent calls? Dude, do you not know anything about a virus? I am not a virologist. And I understand how viruses are. They mutate. What is going on with these people? They haven't even determined if this is even as bad as the Delta, right? The Delta variant. It could be, for sure it could be. Let's see here. A patient, a traveler who returned to California from South Africa on November 22nd is in isolation and aggressive contact tracing is underway. The CDC and prevention, blah, blah, yeah, and said in a statement, adding that the individual was fully vaccinated and had mild symptoms that are improving. Hold on. The guy who got it was fully vaccinated? He's fully vaccinated, and yet this is a call back to the urgency of getting people vaccinated? And if eligible, a booster shot? Come on. Really? This is what it's going to be? A person who is fully vaxxed, who got it? This is making you want to be more urgent? Get back to the urgency of getting everybody fully vaccinated? Does that even make sense? Come on. All right, I'll put my headphones back on. I like to hear myself talk. The WHO was warned that the risk posed by the variant, a new iteration of the coronavirus first detected in southern Africa, is very high. Quote unquote, very high. Okay. More than 20 countries have found the variant so far. Public health officials around the world have said for days that they expected the new mutated form of the virus would quickly find its way to the United States despite its imposition of a travel ban on international travelers, which is not racist, from 8 southern African nations, a move several of the countries also took. But confirmation of the variant's presence, nonetheless, was a jolt to President Biden's efforts to make good on his campaign promise to bring the pandemic to a swift and conclusive end. Okay. Yeah, it was a jolt for sure. Yeah. At the White House, well, this might not allow us to end it. At the White House on Wednesday, Mr. Biden said, Mr. Bond, we're learning more every single day, and he vowed that the administration would fight this variant with science and speed, not chaos and confusion. Never chaos and confusion, because we're in control, and we know what's best for you. Shortly afterward, Dr. Anthony S. Fauci, Put that initial in there. S, baby. For super smart. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. The president's top medical advisor, that's what he is, told reporters that confirmation of the new variant in the United States should persuade unvaccinated Americans to get shots immediately. Quote, "We have 60 million people in this country who are not vaccinated, who are eligible to be vaccinated." All right, cool. Well, yeah, because you guys don't take into consideration allergic reactions to the vaccine. So everyone who is not vaccinated, 60 million people, you're eligible, baby. Get vaxxed. Quote, "Let's get them vaccinated. Let's get the people vaccinated, boosted. Let's get the children vaccinated." I'm just going to read that last quote in a crazy German accent. "Let's get them vaccinated. Let's get the people vaccinated, boosted. Let's get the children vaccinated." You take away what you want from that. Dr. Fauci expressed optimism that the country would eventually emerge from the grip of the pandemic, saying that there's no doubt that this will end. No doubt that this will end because we've got control over it. When we say it's over, it's over. But he also urged caution, saying there was much that health officials still did not know about the new variant. Well, I appreciate you guys saying that. I appreciate you actually acknowledging that there's stuff that you don't know about it. That might be a first. Omicron carries more than 50 genetic mutations that in theory may make it both more contagious and less vulnerable to the body's immune defenses than previous variants. Okay? Theoretically. More than 30 of the mutations are in the virus's spike, a protein on its surface. Okay? Vaccines train the body's immune defenses to target and attack these spikes. Right. Available vaccines may still offer substantial protection against severe illness and death following infection with the variant, and federal officials are calling on vaccinated people to get booster shots. Makers of the two most effective vaccines, Pfizer, BioNTech, and Moderna, are preparing to reformulate their shots if necessary, but that will take some time. In California, Governor Newsom said the infected person had not been hospitalized. Okay? The governor said that the individual started feeling mild symptoms on November 25th. The person was tested on Sunday and got a positive result on Monday. Within a day, scientists at the University of California, San Francisco had determined that it was OMICRON. The person had received 2 doses of the Moderna vaccine, but was within the 6-month window and had thus not received a booster, Mr. Newsom said. Mr. Newsom, he's on top of things. He understands that 6-month window, you got to get that booster. And then another one. And then another one. California health officials said the state was increasing coronavirus testing at airports, focusing on arrivals from countries identified by the CDC as potential sources of the virus. Mr. Newsom said the state would not be intensifying public health restrictions, at least in the short term, but that we should, quote, "we should assume that it's in other states as well." Fear. Do you feel the fear? I feel the fear. Quote, "There is no reason to panic. We should remain vigilant," he said in a statement. The health director of the city of San Francisco, Dr. Grant Colfax, added that we are still learning that the Omicron variant, but we are not back to square one with this disease. California, some 79% of residents have gotten at least 1 dose of the vaccine after months of campaigning by state officials. Cases and hospitalizations have largely been trending downward since the Delta variant-driven summer rise. I don't even know if I read all that properly. Following news of the variant spread in South Africa, countries around the world curtailed air travel to and from southern Africa, measures that officials there described as unduly punitive, especially in the light of the fact that Western countries have failed to deliver sufficient vaccines and logistical support to the continent. Yeah, that's what a lot of people have been complaining about this whole time, is we've got too much here. Give it to Africa. Give it to other countries. We don't really care about people, though. Dutch officials said on Tuesday that they identified cases of the variant a week before Friday, when 13 passengers who arrived on the flights from South Africa tested positive for it. Nice. Signaling that the variant was already present. WHO says the emergence of Omicron resulted from vaccine inequality in poor countries. Even so, some nations, including Britain and the United States, have renewed efforts to persuade citizens to get vaccine booster shots as quickly as possible. Okay, so the WHO even says the emergence of Omicron resulted from vaccine inequality in poor countries. WHO. The first letter in your acronym is WORLD. The World Health Organization says the emergence of Omicron resulted from vaccine inequality in poor countries. What else are you supposed to do? Now, look, I'm all for, do whatever you feel like you should do for your health. I'm not telling you either way. I feel like that's messed up. Don't take the vaccine. Might not be best for you. Take the vaccine. Might not be best for you. Do what you want. But the WHO, their only job is to take care of the health of the world. Right? Why else would you be called the World Health Organization? I don't know. Sounds silly. Sounds silly to me. But pretty interesting. All right, well, we got the first guy. Son of a bitch from San Francisco. Like, think about it. If you live in San Francisco, you got all those homeless people, and now you have the first Omicron detected. I love it how Newsom was like, well, we probably have other people within the country who have it, okay? It's like, come on, dude. But we found it in San Francisco. That's all right. Own it. You guys do whatever you want up there. You have like little homeless cities and stuff. Like, or was that Oregon? Nah, that's pretty much San Francisco, right? I wonder. Yeah, that would have happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Wow. That'd have been. That would not have been good. Because he would probably just not gotten that sick and been talking shit forever. He's like he would be on every Fox News channel or show and be like, yeah, Omicron? That's some bullshit. I'm Megatron that shit. Knocked it out. Put up a clip of me fighting Omicron. And it's him fighting. It's just Transformers fighting. Yeah, that's what he would do. I don't know. I'm not as worried about this one. I'm pretty sure I had Delta. I'm not sure though, but I'm pretty sure. If that makes any sense. I have a gut feeling I had Delta because I had it in I think it was the summer, into the summer, maybe the fall. It was all right. It was cool. Didn't feel like I was fighting a Transformer.